All right, Porsche buddies, what do we call them? Porsche gents, Porsche fellows. 997, 3.8 liter, 997.2 GT3 RS, gray black. Today's video, we're gonna talk about interior. And this is as I've gotten the car. It's dirty, it's how I got it. It needs some stuff. And forgive me, I'm not a 997 expert. I'm going to become one rather quickly. It's going to be like drinking from a fire hose. But I want to take you through the interior. I'm hoping for some help as I think through some of these things. You guys can kind of direct me. I'll tell you where my head's at. I've done maybe like 3 or 4 hours of research, just kind of looking for different parts and pieces on Suncoast and Renline and looking at what's available and what my options are. But I wanted to show you what I'm working with here. We'll go through the frunk and the interior. Then I'm going to do a separate exterior walk around and talk about what I'm planning there. This is I believe, I don't think they called this interior gray black. I think they just called it black. And this is a full leather car. So it has a leather dash. So the first thing I'm going to do to start, I'm going to vacuum. So after the video here, I'm going to vacuum today. And then I'm going to start to clean things up. So I'm going to clean the leather with some color lock. I guess I'll show you that in a video this weekend. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to take the seats out and assess them. The passenger seat looks perfectly fine. I like to get the shine out of the leather, and I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to take the harnesses off. I took them off of the roll bar here, but I can take the harnesses off, so I'll take the seat out and take the harnesses off, assess the seat, clean the seats, get the leather treated, and decide what I'm going to do there. The inserts look good, so the Alcantara looks good. This you can buy. I believe you can buy this as well, but the passenger seat is perfect. And I talked to my friend Ed, who makes Ed guards. He's going to send me some new ones. I'm just going to start fresh and get some new bolster protectors. But it looks like under here, if I were to pull this off, I'm going to pull these off anyway. But it looks like I'm good under here, so I shouldn't need to replace this. We'll look at the driver's side here in a second. I think I'm missing a cap here, so there's a cap that goes on there. There was a cap on the driver's side. Let's take a look at, we'll see how the floor mats look, but I think these floor mats aren't super expensive, so I'd say these look pretty good. We'll see how they look, and I'll decide if I'm going to order some new ones or not. We'll take the driver's side out. But these are the GT2 buckets, which are foldable, which is awesome. I've got the light in the way here. But you pull the strap, you can fold it up out of the way. Let me see if I can get past the light here and fold it. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull the light off. Let me just do this. I want to show you the back here and decide what I'm going to do. Interior carpet looks great. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Yellow bar's coming out. And before you get too excited about me, I'm sure I could place this with you in Titan. I'm sure they'd sell it to you, but I'm just going to trade this to Titan for a satin black one. Yellow is not really my style. I'm not a big proponent of matching the calipers. I'm not sure what the calipers have to do with the interior. Doesn't make much sense to me. So yellow bar is going to come out. So I'm going to take the seats out, take the bar out, put a satin black bar in its place. I mean, the carpet's already cut. I like having the roll bar in the car. I know it's super poser for me, but you know, this was a very well-used track weapon, and so you can even see on the harness, on the harness bar section of the cage, you can see, you know, those belts were used for sure. But the interior rear section, what I'll do is when we take the bar out, I'll clean the leather, treat the leather as well. But everything back here looks perfect. There's a DSC controller, I believe. I'd like to, when I do pull the bar out, I want to check that, inspect that, see if I do have a DSC controller. Back the seats look good. I'll remove the stickers, and I'll probably just waxed the carbon on the back of the seats, but they look pretty darn good here. So nothing major to do. I mean, these seats are really, really expensive. The carbon here, I'll leave this alone. This side looks pretty good. What do you think? This side isn't bad. The other side's kind of beat up. This is my license plate. Can I buy this? I would rather just buy these new and just pop them out and replace them. This was probably pretty expensive. Actually, they put PPF on it. So there is paint protection film on there. Not a particularly great job of PPF, but there's PPF on there. So these will stay, but can I buy these? Glove box looks good. It's a little nicked up there. Can I buy this piece? Alcantara looks really clean, really nice. The leather's a little shiny, probably from getting armor-alled up, but I can clean that up really nicely. Can I get this piece? There's just a nick there. That wouldn't really bother me too much. Center console, everything looks good. The e-brake handle there's a few little nicks here and there. I think this thing's pretty expensive. Alcantara's not balling up. Everything functions here. I don't like that this is kind of scratched up, so I may try to get a hold of a new plastic cover here. In this section, I bet you I can pop this coin tray and probably buy that. I'd like to replace that. Everything inside the glove box looks good. Shifter is a little balled up here, so I can probably sand and restore this. This shifter's like $1,000, just the shifter, like the cover. The car, from what I can tell from the documentation, it has a numeric shifter. I don't think it has numeric cables. So I'd actually ordered a numeric from Flat Six Motorsports, and I had to call and cancel it because as I was going through the documentation, I realized that there was a numeric shifter in it, or on it. Now, these buttons, I found these Suncoast, these are gummed up, so I can just pop those off and replace those, and I'll take this is the Redline cell phone mount. The current cell phone mount doesn't work on the current wireless charging iPhones. What about this piece? Can I get this piece here? This one's kind of nicked up from throwing keys in there, I'm sure, or something. I'd like to replace that if I can. I hope I don't have to replace the whole dash. It looks like this is black plastic. I can just pop this off. So replace the two gummed up buttons, replace this piece here. Everything else looks okay. If I can sand the Alcantara, this carbon shift knob, it's not perfect on top here. I think this is stock. The other thing that I'm wondering, when I look at the window sticker, let me see, it says something about exclusive carbon. Let me pull that up. Rear center console carbon. Porsche crest on the headrest, which we have that. Headlight cleaners and exterior color, which we have that. Carbon door sill model insignia. So we have the $720 carbon door sills. So there must have been a rear center console carbon. What does that mean? I mean, I would have thought. Yeah, see, this is all Alcantara. That's Alcantara. So I wonder if there was a carbon piece that was replaced, because according to the window sticker, somewhere in here was supposed to be carbon. The RS 3.8 is not carbon. I didn't think that was an option. Maybe you guys can help me figure that one out. All right, let's look at the driver's side here. I think we should pull the tint for Florida. It's a really well done tint job. I'm thinking this car, a lot of people suggested this as well, it would look better with clear windows. Now it is in Florida. I don't know where it's going to go. You know, again, someone's going to win this car. But I'm inclined to put like heat rejecting like 70% all around. The windshield is also tinted, looks like 70%. I definitely want to buy this here. where can I find this? I don't want to replace the door card, but I think I can repair. Let's see how this is. This is kind of banged up. It's like fat guy can't get out of the old guy can't get out of the seat rub marks, and then this here. So if I can replace the passenger and driver side of this, I'm sure you can get this. You ought to be able to get this piece here. Now here's the biggest problem in the interior is this here, and this is not going to be repairable. I was hoping I could sand and dye it, but there's no leather left. It's into the fabric. So I'm going to have to I'm going to send an email to Suncoast about they do sell the top piece of leather, and then I can send it to E3 and have it done. And then this looks good here. So the bottom bolster, because of the bolster protectors, looks like the bolster protectors have largely been on this since the beginning. So, and then this section of the driver's seat is also pretty darn good. So I think we're okay there. I'll clean up the oxidation here on the seat belts. So we'll clean that off with some steam and probably some APC. And then I have to decide to do what to do with the steering wheel. I'll show you how to restore and sand. See all the little the matting, the little balls that ball up. So the first thing we'll do is we're gonna put some Alcantara cleaner into the fabric and then get the Alcantara cleaner out. I'll do it with a steamer. I'll probably take the wheel off and do it on the bench. And then we'll tape all the plastics, and then I'll sand the Alcantara. And we'll see if we can restore it. We'll see how dirty it is, and if I can restore the Alcantara on the steering wheel. This steering wheel is like $1,800. The other thing I'm kind of torn on are the belts. I can pretty confident I can clean the belts up. If you take the yellow cage out, I take the kind of yellow theme away from the exterior of the car, which again, I don't see how those two connect. I'm inclined to save myself $2,000 and just clean the seat belts. I'm okay with the red belts. So yeah, I need new floor mats. This one's falling apart. Looks like, yeah. So I'm gonna order some floor mats. I'll probably order those here shortly. I'm not sure what pedal covers those are. Yeah, the floor mat's starting to get banged up. So I think I'll just order a new one. Carpet looks okay. Yeah, these are just pedal covers. I think I might switch to the numeric ones. These have tons of grip. Did anybody know which ones these are? I'll give you a little more light down there. The numeric gives you new dead pedal and all of that. So I kind of like the numeric ones. I think that's about what I'm planning to do for the interior. Pretty simple. Take the seats out, fix the leather, fix the Alcantara on the steering wheel, just clean the leather. Do a different, I think I'm gonna leave the red belts. The other thing I could do is, I could buy like the RS 4.0 steering wheel. I just don't think it's worth the $2,600 or whatever I was looking at the other night, what it costs. I'm gonna take some photos of all this stuff. And if you're not following, follow me on the forum. Go to Renlist, renlist.com. Go to the forums, go to the 997 GT3 forum, and you'll see it's called Money 2536. This is Money 2536 is 997.2 GT3 RS journal. So I'm going to go back to the old school journaling and take photos, and I'm making these videos to help support that journal and share this transformation with you. And what I have planned for the car. Is this normal, 997 guys? This, or should I get some new hood struts? This doesn't. The hood struts seem to have failed, which I think would be really odd on a Porsche for that to happen. So, what do you think? Are those worth replacing, or is that just how it works? I mean, it's aluminum, it's not carbon on this car. I think everything in here is okay. Just have to do some vacuuming. I'm missing this piece here. I'll get one of those, the little tab thinger. Oh yeah, we'll get rid of this battery. I'll get an anti-gravity for this. I might already have one. I mean, this probably has a decent amount to do with weight distribution, but we could lighten this up. I mean, that battery's probably 45, 50 pounds. I pulled that sucker off. Where's the center lock tool on this car? Is it under here somewhere? It's not there. I'll replace the cabin air filter, do those kind of things. I don't see. I'm sure the center lock tool's in here somewhere. Oh, I'll find it. Maybe it's in here. I'm just missing it. There's the brake reservoir. Maybe you guys can, in the comments, give me a schooling of what's going on under here. Where's the garbage trim? There's the trunk pop. I'm gonna do some, how the heck are there leaves in there? I'll get the leaves out, vacuum this out. We'll dry ice clean all this. I'm gonna dry ice clean the exterior as well. We'll get into that. So anyway, that's the interior. I'm gonna take a bunch of photos and then start to order some parts. Whatever suggestions you have, I'd love to hear it in the comments, or go to the Renless Journal. I'll put the link in the description. Hit up the journal, tell me what you think. What should I be doing? What am I missing in here? We'll talk about mechanical and all that stuff, like what I'm planning to do with the transmission and all that. We'll talk about that here coming up. But I don't plan to do an aftermarket stereo, even though the stereo in this thing's terrible. I don't plan to mess with that in this car. This is a driver's car, not a stereo car for me. So tell me what you think. What should I do with the belts? Right now, from what I can tell, there's only yellow, red, and silver belts. No, yellow, red, silver, and black. I thought about swapping to black belts and black door pulls. I've also thought, I don't mind the red belts. Why don't I just clean them? It's consistent with what's on the window sticker. So maybe we'll consider doing that. But tell me your thoughts. Obviously the harnesses are coming out, new Ed guards, fix the leather, fix the Alcantara. It's gonna be a fun project, but not a huge deal. I'll also hardwire in a radar detector in this as well, very likely. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Happy to hear your comments. Let's make me a 997 expert by the end of this project. See you on the next one, which will probably be the exterior walk around.